Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video, I'm going to be giving you my review for The Walking Dead The Ones Who Live finale, which is titled The Last Time. Now, this video will contain spoilers, so if you have not seen the episode yet and you don't want to be spoiled, please make sure to back out. Just drop a like and subscribe for me before you do that. Dropping a like is so important, guys. It really helps the channel grow so much more than you know, so thank you everybody for the love and all the support. Let's get into the review, man. I just finished watching it, man, and I'm just mind blown at this whole entire series. This episode in particular, I think this is my favorite episode out of all of them. It just was so emotional and it was so intense and it felt so cinematic, man. Like, just the shots, I love the scenes with Major General Beale and Rick, especially at the Echelon briefing. It was so intense. I loved when he mentioned Carl whenever General Beale was like, "Who's the person that you lost that was closest to you through all this?" And he was like, "My son." And I loved the build up throughout that meeting, right? Like, I don't know. At first I was thinking there's no way Rick will kill him. And then as soon as we got a little later into the meeting, it started playing that intense music and Rick kind of had that killer Rick look, you know what I mean, in his eyes. And I was like, wait, no way. He's going to kill Major General Beale right now. And then obviously, the camera goes to Major General Beale and it shows his face and he realizes that Rick is going to kill him. And it was just so intense. I love the fight scene. It wasn't too long and stretched out. It was awesome, man. I love whenever Rick was like when he's like, "We're not gonna die," or "We're not dead," or whatever, and he's like, "You are," and he stabbed him. That was incredible. Just an awesome, iconic Rick Grimes moment, right? I mean, I don't know, man. I genuinely love this episode, and I've seen some like negative feedback, and I'm not going to talk about it too much because it's all individual, man. Like, if you did not enjoy this episode, I'm sorry. That sucks for you, man. I loved it. Me and my grandma, we watched it together. We genuinely loved this episode. I thought it was absolutely incredible. So, I mean, if you didn't like it, that sucks for you. I'm sorry you didn't enjoy it, but I thought it was absolutely brilliant, and I love the intensity with Rick in the elevator after he had Major General Beale's body in that crate and he was pushing it in the elevator and there was blood leaking out and that soldier looked down at it. It was just so intense, bro. And man, just the fight scene with Thorne at the end and Rick pulling the pin on the grenade and getting blown up in the corner but not dying. I mean, it's unrealistic, man, but it's absolutely incredible. This episode was very cinematic. It felt like a movie. And yes, I agree that this series was a little bit rushed. I think they probably just needed like one or two more episodes to kind of just help the pacing out a little bit. But the thing is, The Walking Dead was always known for stretching out storylines. The Walking Dead was always known, especially throughout the last like 5 seasons of the show, it always had that reputation for just stretching things out unnecessarily and being long and drawn out storylines. And now they put this together, and I do prefer fast paced storylines over super slow, drawn out storylines like the Savior arc in season 7 and 8. I'm really glad that they got this story, concluded in 6 episodes. I actually am really happy and okay with that because we got to see exactly what we needed to see. This show did everything that it was supposed to do. I think a lot of people were expecting too much from this show in terms of the progression of the current timeline of The Walking Dead, the current story of The Walking Dead, what's going on right now. I think a lot of people are expecting that when really this story is just to catch us up and to bring Rick Grimes back home and plant that seed to where now they can do whatever they want with the Walking Dead universe, right? They could come back for a Walking Dead season 12. They could make a brand new show with Rick Grimes leading it now. There's all kinds of stuff they could do now. You know what I mean? And a lot of people were saying, well, I wanted to see Rick interact with RJ more. I wanted to see Rick go back to the Commonwealth and see his reaction and stuff like that. Guys, that's for another day. That is for another show. That's not for this show. We're going to see that. Trust me. We're going to see Rick Grimes again. We're going to see his reaction to everything. We're going to see him interact with the kids and more. But that's not the point of The Ones Who Live, man. The reason why the pacing was so fast and the reason why, it was just so fast paced is to catch us up, man, to bring Rick Grimes back home. And we got to see the reunion. It was super satisfying. It was very conclusive. The CRM storyline is pretty much over, in my opinion. And yeah, I thought it was honestly an absolutely incredible episode and just an incredible series, man. I do not believe this is the end of Rick and Michonne, though. I really don't. It could be. That's the thing about it that's interesting, right? That ending could be the actual ending of Rick and Michonne, but I don't believe it is, man. I believe with the success that this show had, there's no way that they're not going to do some more stuff. With all the money that Rick or Andrew Lincoln and Denai Guerrera made from this show, there's no way they're not going to do anything else, man. And who knows, maybe them doing this show rejuvenated their interest in the Walking Dead universe, and maybe they want to just embrace that and be like, hey, let's do something else. You know what I mean? Rick's been gone for so long. I highly doubt he's just going to come back for 6 episodes and then we're never going to see him again. Obviously, we're going to see him reunite with Daryl, and we'll just have to wait and see, man. But I'm going to make a lot of videos about the future of The Walking Dead now that we've seen this. And I was calling this episode the most important episode in the history of the Walking Dead franchise, and I still believe that. And I feel like this set a very good trajectory for The Walking Dead. It left it very just open-ended, right? We don't really know what's going to come next. We don't really know what's going to happen. We have no confirmation of future projects with Andrew Lincoln or Denai Guerrera or anything like that, but guys, this was an open-ended story. They could do whatever they want now, man. They can come back for a season 12. They could do a brand new show. We just don't know what they're going to do. But believe me, guys, we will see Rick and Michonne again. That is not the end. Believe me, it's not the end. But it is what it is, man. I thoroughly enjoyed this episode. If you did not enjoy it, I'm sorry, man. Sorry you were disappointed. If you did enjoy it, I'm glad you had a fun time, man. I'm going to give this episode a 9.5 out of 10. I think this was the best episode out of all the Ones Who Live episodes, and I thought the ending was extremely satisfying. I thought it was extremely conclusive, and I genuinely loved it. I don't know, man. I was extremely happy with the way this ended, and yeah, I believe we'll see them again. We'll have to wait and see, guys, but that's going to pretty much conclude my review. I don't want to just sit here and talk forever, but yeah, stay tuned. I'm going to have so many more videos coming out on the topic of the Ones Who Live and what's the future of the Ones Who Live and stuff like that and what I think they're going to do. But believe me, guys, this is not the end. Trust me. There's going to be so much more from the Walking Dead universe, and this is not the end of Rick and Michonne. I think it's the end of the Ones Who Live. I believe this show is over, but I think there's going to be a lot of awesome stuff coming soon, and probably some cool announcements this year about the future of Rick and Michonne, and I do believe we'll see them again. We'll have to wait and see what they do, but anyways, that's going to conclude the video. Thank you so much for all the love and all the support. It really means the world to me. I will see you guys in the next video. Stay safe out there in the crazy world, man. Peace out.